Hey everyone, welcome back to Card of the Row. In this video, we're going to be going over the top free assets that came out in December 2025. Let's go ahead and get started. There are some really cool graphical assets and some music packs, and let's check it out. Thank you to all my Patreons who help support my channel and let me keep doing what I do. So the first one we have is the Simple Multiplayer Survival Kit by Dreamrise Studios. So let's actually go ahead and try this out. So I'm going to click play. We have some nice audio.
Welcome, Survivor, to Simple Multiplayer Survival Kit.
Nice.
Fully developed.
Holy crap, there is a lot here.
By mighty Dreamrise Studios.
So
Enjoy
we got
time with your friends.
We got instructions here.
Multiplayer world. Later, you can
gonna hit tab to open inventory. Click on it to equip it. Pretty cool. We got these little monsters here. Oh, I don't have ammo. Let me go find ammo. Oh, right here. Whoa, this is really well polished. We even got melee weapons. We got a hatchet and sword. We had some crazy narrator as an intro, which is just awesome. Oh, I swapped weapons. All right, let's go ahead and try this out. Hello. Oh, I didn't reload. Nice, really polished. Lots of effects on hit. I've actually gone over the paid version in my channel before, and yeah, it is amazing. You can have, it's very optimized. What is this? Inventory system and player mechanics. So we got all these cool things. Oh, let's go ahead and try the melee. Nice, plays a little sound effect as well as VFX when we hit something. Can pick up bread, water. We got a little treasure chest, so we can go ahead and just loot all of these and so on. And then they do show off what they have here. So we got fully replicated health and death system, true simple first-person locomotion, just all of that stuff. We got a mining system, so let's actually go ahead and test this out. We can pick up wood and stone, and then I know there's a crafting system. So with this hatchet, I can go ahead and did I get anything? I don't even know if I got anything, but I destroyed the stone. So yeah, I can destroy the stone. Does it auto loot? Why do I hear footsteps? Oh, those are my own. That was crazy. It just sounds like someone's chasing me, but it's my footsteps. All right, and then over here we have let's see, wooden hut blueprint, torch blueprint, bench blueprint. Lots of stone. What do I do? How do I build? Let's see. Oh, okay. I just click on the blueprint. So I can rotate it with my mouse wheel. That's pretty sick. And I can kind of select whatever location I want to build at. So I'll leave that here. Then I have some extra wood and stone. Can make like a little neighborhood. Let's line it up right here. And that looks nice. And holy crap, that is sick. We have some ready-made buildings for us. Our little hut. That's awesome. Okay, I like that. And what's this? Join our Discord to get free additional files like soundtracks and whatever. So yeah, pretty cool. Really do like this system. I think this is freaking awesome. And it is really polished. It's kind of like it's already ready to kind of become a game. So you could just swap the assets, make your storyline and so on. Let's just go over here. Can loot the dead zombie. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff, especially for a free thing. This is kind of insane, but yeah. I do have their paid version. It is freaking awesome. It is a pleasure to work with. Everything is blueprints and very optimized. So let's go ahead and check out the next asset. Next up, we have the Low Poly Nature Environment by Polytope Studios. So as you can see, different types of trees. We got these kind of like evergreen, very wilderness looking. And then we have these luscious green ones, some with apples, some with pears, and I guess blueberries. And pretty cool. Then we got this runic statue with an R on it, a bush, a branch. And this is kind of what I expected from free assets, not the one from before. We got this nice grass texture and dirt texture. And now we have these cozy, cute, free interiors by Monastva Art. Monastva Art. I don't know if I said that right. And yeah, overall, really cute, really cozy. We got this pink monitor, keyboard, and mouse setup. This chessboard, this vinyl player, got some coffee stuff, drinks, boxes, an ironing table, and pillows. Some really cool stylized looking vines. This kind of looks like something you can climb on. And then as well as some really stylized plants and portraits, t-shirt with a hanger. We got a couch, bed, table, chair, sink, fridge, and all the good stuff. And now we got these free medieval characters by Polytope Studios. So these look really cool. There is a male and female version of each kind. So as you can see here, they are rigged to the UE Mani, and they are modular, as you can see with the pieces back there. You customize them how you want, different material sets. So this one's pretty cool. This one kind of reminds me of RuneScape. There's like that black armor that a lot of people skipped, but that was like my favorite looking one, especially if you dyed it with the yellow outline. And yeah, let's check out the next one. This is the Forest Whisper by Control Z Entertainment. This looks really, really cool. This looks really high poly, or I guess like a highly polished. This is kind of something like I would expect in a AAA game, or I don't know. It's something about it just looks really, really nice. Like it's a Pixar character. But yeah, it does come with these cool little cutesy animations of him looking around, idling. I have no idea what he's doing here. Oh, I guess maybe he's like pushing something. Yeah, he's definitely pushing something. Okay. And then he's running and walking and just chilling. This is the free prop bundle by CGI Core Center. So as you can see, lots of furniture pieces here. So we got tables, we got beds. Kind of perfect for a low polyish horror game, or maybe just a store or something. My mind just always goes to horror games because those are really popular genre. And then we have a bunch of different style medieval looking chairs. This kind of looks like a very long leg, something for a very tall person here. And then we have a bunch of barrels. And then we have a little piece of barrels just in case you want them to break, as well as, I'm not sure what these are. Oh, okay, little spouts for drinks. And then we also have lots of pieces of wood, modular treasure chest or storage kits, which is pretty cool in case you want to do something kind of crafty. We got more pieces of barrels and then also like some kind of random wooden stuff. We got these candles with purple lights, and then you can also kind of see like the heat coming from behind, which is why it's so wavy there. So that's a really cool texture. And then we also have different types of torches, and yeah, lots of really cool stuff. And let's go ahead and check out the next asset. Next up, we have the Kart Racer sound effects by Juanjo Sound. I'm just going to go over a few of these. There are cues and wave files, so let's go ahead and just check this out. Oh, nice. And then we also have some looping ones. Okay, so the same one. Oh, okay. So this one's called Festival Day. Very Mario Kart themed-ish. I kind of hear it. Overall, it gives a very Nintendo vibe. I really do like this. It doesn't have to be for kart racing games. This could be for something like Kirby Dream Lands or those new kind of Kirby games or something kind of co-op adventure-y. This one's called Canyon Dash. But yeah, overall, really, really cool sound effects. Now let's check out the Stylized Doors. So these are the Stylized Doors by Control Z Entertainment. These look really, really nice. I am not too sure why there's 3 of each door though. Are they different variations or something? I can't tell. But overall, they do look really nice. They do look really gamified. Looks really cool. And it would kind of make for a perfect 2.5D platformer where you kind of go inside to unlock a secret level or something. But yeah, these do look really, really cool. Something about them looks a little off though. I'm not sure. Is this AI? Oh, okay, it does say generated with AI. So I guess these are AI doors. They still, well, some of them look pretty cool. Like this one looks really cool. At least the skull does. I don't hate AI, but a little bit of cleanup would have been nice. But hey, it works. And if people need these for their assets, it's free. Can't really complain about free stuff. So another cool one that I want to go over is the Clipboard Pro. It is free. It's by Spanzito's DevTools. So you just want to go over to Edit, Plugins, and then look for the Clipboard Pro. Make sure it's enabled. And then what you want to do is go to Edit, Project Settings, and then on the left here under Plugins, we're going to look for a Clipboard Pro, and then you can allow max history items and then enable for blueprints or actors, basically what you want to keep track of if you need to copy, paste multiple things. So now let's just go ahead and I guess copy some things. So I'm going to copy this floor. Oops, I did Control X. Control C this floor, Control C that door, this door, this door, this door. And now if I go over to, let's see, edit, I can see my clipboard history here, and it's going to show me all the things that I had clipboard. And then when I click on it, it's going to take me exactly to that object. I guess in this case, because I did actors, but you also can do these with blueprints as well. But overall, a pretty cool asset. I think the command was Control-Shift-V. Yeah, to pop up your clipboard history, you can go ahead and clear it or just really select whatever you want. like so. And yeah, pretty cool asset. Now I want to show you the Instant Organic Caves Lightweight Procedural Runtime Structure Generator by Greg Origin. So I'm just going to go over to a new map here. And all I need to do is go ahead and place the actor. So I'm just going to right click on my browser, look for a blueprint class, and then search for the IOC procedural actor. Just go ahead and click on this, and I'll just call this IOC. And then I'll drag this into my level like so. What the heck is going on? Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. And now I have this giant procedural mesh. Now all I want to do is go down to the IOC generation tab, and I can go ahead and expand the grid size. I think I expanded it too much. Where'd it go? And then I can also set things like voxel size. So let's set it to 200. Oh, wow, it gets a lot bigger. Let's do 300. And then I can set the noise threshold. I can do something like I guess 1, or you know what, 0.2. So it's more connected. Noise frequency. Let's go ahead and drag this to see. Oh my God, that looks crazy. And then we also have smooth iterations. So we can kind of just make it a lot smoother. Okay, what if I just do 0? Oh, wow. We got Minecraft. Nice. And it does come with some pretty well-defined documentation of pure C++ performance. And there's also a way down here that I read of infinite generation. You can really make an endless world, really like Minecraft. And yeah, so pretty cool. And now let's go over the next asset. So this is the Bound Horror Framework by Breakbound Studio. I've never seen this. I hope there are no jump scares. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so we got a settings menu. Nice. We also got a play, quick game. So let's go ahead and actually play this. Welcome to Bound Horror Framework. This is the showcase map. So play around and see all it provides. So pretty cool. You can go ahead and click on these to actually go to their Discord. I'm guessing this one's their documentation. So I hit E to interact, and yeah, it's their documentation. So that's really cool. I do like this. We got this little interact. That's awesome. Comes with sound effects also. We got a key. Now we can use that key to unlock the door. We got a little sprint system. Why can't I go back here? Oh, I guess it's a glass wall. I didn't even notice that. Inspection system. Nice. We got this little tabby, little anime character. I can rotate it with my mouse wheel. And then click R to read. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. And then F to place back. Tabby again. Tabby's kind of crazy. Wait, what? 1967 is crazy. So that's really cool. We got these little indicators to tell us that we can interact with this. What light is that? Nice. Next up, the... What? Hold on. Next up, the light and breaker system. Oh, next up, the light and breaker. A comma would have been useful there. Control lights and use custom lights to start state triggers. Set max power for the breaker. Okay, so this is a little box. It's going to do something. It triggered that light over there. And then I can go ahead and... This is a C++ reload sound effect. Okay, I'm spamming it. We got footstep system. And now if we go here. And if we go here. I was sprinting too long. So pretty cool. And then we have I guess collision bounds or collision boxes. So if we walk over this, this will open. We walk over this, it'll close. We walk over this. Force. Okay, so it's locked. This one flickers. Off. And on. Although I think the flicker just kind of did everything there. All right, transform objects. Okay, I get it. So if you want like a ghost effect that your camera just sits and stares at for a second if something walks by. And then this hall looks a bit dark. Grab your flashlight. Oh God, please don't be something. Please no jump scare. Click F to... It saves the game. That's how you know something bad's gonna happen. Is it gonna be Tabby? Wait. Nothing happened. Something's gonna happen now though, right? Hello? This hall looks a bit dark. Wait, what? There's nothing here. I was hoping for a jump scare, but I get it. You don't want that in a demo. All right, well, that pretty much covers the tutorial. So all the links for these will be in the description below. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Patreon members. And yeah, like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next. I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.